Hello everyone, today I want to talk about 10 most common Power BI interview questions. By the end of this video, you will be confident to answer these common Power BI interview questions. So let's begin. The first question is, what is Power BI and why it is used? Power BI is a business intelligence tool by Microsoft and it is used for data visualization, reporting and analysis. It allows users to connect to multiple data sources, clean and transform data, create interactive dashboards and share insights across an organization. What are the key components of Power BI? Power BI consists of the following key components. Power BI Desktop is used for developing reports and dashboards. Power BI Service, it is used for sharing and collaborating on our reports and it is a cloud-based platform. Power BI Mobile is a mobile app for accessing reports on the go. Power Query is a data transformation tool which you can find in Power BI Desktop and also in Power BI Service. Power Pivot is the data modeling engine for handling large data sets. Power View is a data visualization tool. Power BI Gateway acts as a bridge between our on-premises data with the cloud. So these are the key components of Power BI. Now let's go to the next question. What is the difference between Power BI Desktop and Power BI Service? This table gives key differences between Power BI Desktop and Power BI Service. If we look at the usage, Power BI Desktop is used for creating reports and modeling, whereas Power BI Service is used for report sharing and collaboration. Power BI Desktop can connect to multiple data sources, whereas Power BI Service connects to cloud-based sources. Power BI Desktop provides full support for DAX and Power Query, whereas Power BI Service has limited support. Power BI Desktop saves our reports locally as .pbix files, whereas Power BI Service is used for publishing and sharing our reports. What are the different types of Power BI filters? This is the most commonly asked question whenever you go for Power BI interview. So Power BI provides several filtering options like visual level filters. Visual level filters apply to a specific visual. Page level filters apply to an entire report page. Report level filters apply across the entire report. Drill through filters focus on specific data points. You can click on any data point and apply drill through filter. Cross filtering and cross highlighting is interactive filtering between visuals. Basically, when you click a data point on any visual, that visual will filter all other visuals on a particular page. That is cross filtering and cross highlighting. These are the different types of Power BI filters. Let's go to the next question. What is DAX and why it is used? DAX means data analysis expressions and it is a formula language in Power BI. It is used for calculations and data manipulation. DAX can be used for creating calculated columns and measures, performing aggregations like sum, average, count, etc., and applying filtering logic within formulas. This is an example DAX formula where we are calculating total sales using sum function on a column called revenue in sales table. What are relationships in Power BI? Relationships define how tables in a data model are connected. Creating relationships is a common concept in data modeling where you connect multiple tables in order to create a data model. So Power BI supports all types of relationships like one-to-many. It is the most common relationship used in Power BI. Many-to-one is just the reverse of one-to-many. Many-to-many relationship is used for complex data models, and one-to-one relationship is less common. If you want a detailed explanation about all of these relationships, let me know in the comments and I will create a separate video for this topic. Now let's go to the next question. What is the difference between calculated columns and measures? I have created a separate video on this topic and I will link that video in the description of this video. You should definitely check out my video on difference between calculated column and a measure. It has detailed information about the key differences. Calculated column is stored in table and measure is computed at runtime. Regarding performance, calculated column can slow down performance for large data because it needs to do the calculation for each row in the table. Measure is optimized for performance because measure is mainly used for aggregations. Example for calculated column is calculating profit using revenue and cost columns. Example of measure is calculating total sales. Let's go to the next question. What is Power Query and how does it help in Power BI? Power Query is a data transformation tool in Power BI that allows users to connect to multiple data sources, clean and transform data. It includes removing duplicates, filtering data, merging tables, and more. It is also used for data refreshes, which updates the data sources in Power BI, and it uses M language for advanced transformations. For example, it can be used for removing null values from a column or splitting a single column into multiple columns by using a delimiter. What are some common DAX functions in Power BI? Some frequently used DAX functions include aggregation functions like sum, average, count, min, max, filter and conditional functions like filter function, if, and switch functions, date and time functions like today, year, date, diff, table manipulation functions like summarize, add columns, ranking and running totals like rankx, calculate, and all. The last question is, how can you optimize the performance of Power BI reports? To improve the report performance, we should use aggregations to summarize data before loading it, reduce columns and rows by importing only necessary data and removing the unnecessary data, optimizing DAX calculations by using efficient functions instead of row by row calculations. Wherever possible, we need to avoid row by row calculations. Using star schema because it is the most optimal data model for Power BI. We should normalize data for better relationships. Enable query folding. Query folding means pushing the transformations to the source. For example, if we have a database, the transformations can be pushed to the data source. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.